Hello, this is Cameron Garner with the final project. In here, I created a guitar store. Um, I created my controllers. So I've got a customer controller, employee controller, guitar store, and service controller. I had to do DTOs to help with the many-to connection. Get rid of that because that's not needed. I created entities for each one of them, as well as for the customer service. Um, I did a global error handling exception and then repositories for each one as well. As everything is here, I'm going to run it. This one's run as a Spring Boot application. So we'll let boot up. Okay, cool. So now we're going to jump over to our Swagger and we'll refresh it. And there it is. Store Manager. I've done that through modification of the code up here. I did this also in each one of the entities or the controllers. So that way they show up as just Guitar Store instead of like Guitar Store Controller, so on and so forth. I also, inside of the code, created a data.sql file. So that way it inserts and preloads a bunch of data so that way I can manipulate it. That way I wasn't having to on this video go through and create a bunch of them. Although you can create them, I just didn't want to go through and create a bunch of them on here. So this one is for the Guitar Store. I'll show that it works. And this is the same for all of them. I've already tested it out. So if I had to execute, it pulls up all the Guitar Stores. Guitar Stores also have employees attached to them as well. So it shows up the employees that are attached to each one. And down here, it shows you what the schema is, which would be obviously the idea that it's just Guitar Store, the name, address, city, state, zip code, and then the employees associated as well with their first name, last name, and position. So there's that. You can also get the same thing on the services. The services and the customer is my many-to-many connection. So this is just getting all of the different services that are available. As you can see here, it has the ID, the name, the description, and the cost of it. And that's the schema of it as well. We come down here to customer. This one has a lot more because this is the many-to-many connection. But if I get all customers, this one will have the services associated with each customer as well. So I've got the customer here, the name, last name, email, phone number, Guitar Store ID that they're associated to, and then the services that the specific customer has enrolled to. And the schema down here is the same as well. It's the ID, name, email, all of that. So yeah, so that's all of that. I can also do by ID. So we'll do that for the customers here. We're going to get a customer by ID. I'll just do ID2 real quick. The data.sql or SQL, I had it do 10 injections for each entity. So there's 10 of them on here. So ID2, we got Jane Smith, all of that. I'm going to actually copy this to show that the put works. So I'm going to do a put by ID. We're going to do ID2. So we're doing the same one. And then going to get rid of all of this. Control V. We're going to change the name to Janet. We're going to change the name, or sorry, the number. And then we're going to change the Guitar Store that's associated with. So we'll just choose 5. So I hit execute, kicks over, and now it shows Janet Smith. It didn't do the Guitar Store, which is good. Shouldn't have done that. So that's all working there good. And then if I come up here and I do search by ID again, there we are. Janet Smith now, the numbers changed as well. So same thing for all of the services. I can do employees the same way. We can do get all employees. So there's 10 employees here. Tells you the position and everything. Excuse me. If I want to delete an employee by ID, we'll just go with ID 1. So Alice. So let's say she got fired. We can go delete by ID 1. I hit execute. And there we go. Now that one's deleted. So now if I do get all employees again, we can see here now it starts with ID 2 and there is no Alice anymore. It operates the same on all of them. My many connection down here is this one. If I want to get the customers by the customer ID, which then also gives out the services, I put in the customer ID, new 2, and it just tells you what services are associated to said customer. I can do this for any of them. And it will show all the services connected to that specific customer ID number. So yeah, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I think it fulfilled all of the CRUD operations. I have CRUD operations for each one of the entities and the many-to-many through the customer and services. And then obviously down here, it shows you what each one of the schemas are for each entity as you would put it in. So yeah, I think that's it.